My dear, may I be brutally honest with you? Please read this with an open heart. I say this not to hurt you, but because sometimes the truth we avoid is the very truth we need most. You might feel upset or uncomfortable with what I'm about to say, and if you do, I understand, but I ask you to tread carefully through these words, because if they resonate, then perhaps it's time to take a moment of deep, honest reflection. Have you found yourself checking your phone constantly, hoping, sometimes even praying, that the person on your mind has messaged you? Do you stare at the screen, rereading old conversations, waiting for a hey or a how are you? Do you keep trying to get their attention, liking their posts, sending them thoughtful messages, showing up for them whenever they need, only to be met with silence, mixed signals, or short, lukewarm responses? Do they come to you only when they feel like it, when it's convenient for them, when they're lonely or bored, only to pull away the moment things begin to feel real or deep? Is there someone in your life who insists on keeping things casual, telling you that labels don't matter, that you should just go with the flow? Do you feel like you're stuck in an emotional limbo, this strange, confusing space where one person seems to have all the control while you're left holding on to hope? Are you in a situationship where there's just enough emotion to keep you invested, but never enough commitment to make you feel secure? My dear, if the answer to even one of these questions is yes, then I need you to pause and really think. Think back to the time before you met this person, before they entered your life and slowly started taking up space in your heart. Remember when you used to dream of love, when you thought about having a partner who made you feel safe, valued, and deeply cherished? What did you hope to feel in that relationship? Was it anxiety, restlessness, sadness, insecurity, confusion, and frustration? Or was it love, warmth, passion, understanding, mutual respect, and peace? Be honest with yourself. What did you wish for then, and what are you feeling now? Because if you're constantly anxious, constantly doubting your worth, constantly wondering if you're good enough for someone to finally choose you, then ask yourself, do you truly deserve that? Or do you deserve something more? Something better? You were not made to be someone's option, someone's backup plan, or someone's emotional convenience. You deserve to be loved loudly, proudly, and wholeheartedly. You deserve a relationship that doesn't leave you questioning your worth. You deserve to be with someone who makes you feel chosen every single day, not just when it suits them. You deserve someone who introduces you to their friends and family with pride, someone who sees a future with you and is not afraid to talk about it. You deserve someone who calls when they say they will, who shows up, who stays, not just someone who appears in fleeting moments and disappears when things get too real. You deserve respect. You deserve commitment. You deserve emotional security. And more than anything, you deserve peace. If you're already getting all of that from someone, then hold on to them tightly. You've found something rare and precious. But if you're not, then maybe it's time to ask yourself the hardest but most necessary question: am I wasting my time on someone who was never meant to be mine? You are a kind, beautiful soul with so much to offer. Your heart is pure, your intentions are genuine, and your love is real. Any person in this world would be lucky to have someone like you. But sadly, we often chase after the ones who don't value us. We romanticize the ones who confuse us, who keep us guessing, who don't make us feel safe. And in doing so, we overlook the people who actually see us, who genuinely care, who are willing to give us what we truly need. Sometimes love doesn't come in the package we expect. It might not be wrapped in the image you imagined, or look like the fantasy you've built in your head. But real love will make you feel like the luckiest person on this earth. Real love will ground you, not unsettle you. It will make your heart feel calm, not chaotic. So take a look around, not with your eyes, but with your heart. There might be someone in your life who sees magic in you, someone who's been quietly loving you from a distance, waiting for you to stop running toward those who never deserved your light. You owe it to yourself to stop settling for half love. You owe it to yourself to stop waiting for someone who doesn't see your worth. You owe it to yourself to be loved fully, completely, and without conditions. You are enough. You have always been enough. And you deserve nothing less than the kind of love that brings out the best in you, not the one that leaves you questioning your value. Choose peace. Choose clarity. Choose yourself. Sweetheart, I know we're colleagues, and that fact alone has made me hesitant to say anything for a long time. I've battled with myself over whether to speak up or stay silent, because I value professionalism and didn't want to make you uncomfortable or cross any lines. But the truth is, I've been falling in love with you, and no matter how much I try to suppress these feelings, they just keep growing stronger. At first, I convinced myself it was just admiration. I kept telling myself it was just a phase, a harmless crush that would pass with time. I made every effort to control my emotions, to stay in my lane and treat you the same way I treat everyone else at work. I deliberately tried to maintain some distance, to keep our conversations brief and to the point. I thought if I gave it enough time, these feelings would fade. But that hasn't happened. In fact, they've only become deeper, more consuming. When you're not at the office, I find myself constantly looking toward the door, waiting and hoping you'll walk in. And when you finally arrive, there's an unexplainable happiness that spreads across my face. Just seeing you has the power to turn my entire day around. I try not to show it, but your presence truly makes a difference in my life, even if it's only for a few shared glances or brief moments during the day. I've walked past you countless times, hoping that maybe you'd notice me, maybe even say something to spark a conversation. I know it sounds silly, but those moments, those few seconds of possibility, mean more to me than they probably should. I often find myself torn. One part of me wants nothing more than to talk to you, to get to know you on a deeper level. But another part keeps reminding me that we're colleagues, and that I need to tread carefully. I don't want to jeopardize the professional environment we both work in or make you feel awkward in any way. Yet despite all my reservations, I can't deny what I feel. I'm incredibly attracted to you, not just physically, but intellectually and emotionally as well. I love the way you carry yourself, the way you speak with confidence and kindness, the dedication and sincerity you bring to everything you do. Your work ethic is admirable, and your intelligence, creativity, and attention to detail make you stand out in ways you probably don't even realize. I listen when you talk, not just because I have to, but because I genuinely want to. You speak with such clarity and insight that I often find myself reflecting on your words long after our conversations have ended. You have so many wonderful qualities, qualities I know will take you far in life. You're not just good at your job, you're exceptional. I admire your passion, your ability to lead, your kindness toward others, and your calm, composed demeanor even in the face of challenges. You're someone I look up to, someone who inspires me. And while I try my best to remain just a colleague in your eyes, the truth is that I want more. I want to know who you are beyond the office walls. I want to learn what makes you laugh, what dreams you hold dear, what your favorite music is, how you spend your weekends. I want to be someone you can talk to outside of deadlines and meetings, someone who brings a smile to your face not just as a coworker, but as someone who truly cares about you. I also understand the risk in saying all of this. I know that many people say personal and professional lives should never mix. That relationships at work can be complicated and even risky. I've thought about all that, too. The last thing I want is for things to become uncomfortable or for there to be any tension between us if things don't work out. But at the same time, I believe that genuine connections are rare, and if we both feel something, shouldn't we at least explore what it could become? So, I'm asking, very respectfully and sincerely, if you would be open to having a cup of coffee with me. Just a casual conversation, away from the office, with no pressure or expectations. I'd like to take that small first step to get to know you better, outside the confines of work. I believe that we could really get along, that we might discover something meaningful together. And even if it doesn't lead anywhere, at least we gave it a chance instead of always wondering what could have been. I hope you'll take this message in the spirit it's intended. I promise to be respectful, honest, and mindful of your comfort at all times. I'm not asking for anything more than one opportunity, to sit down, talk, and see if we connect beyond the workplace. If you say yes, I would be the happiest person in the world. Just one cup of coffee, one conversation, one chance, that's all I ask. Please say yes.